Hello, I am the creator of Bloody Macabre and the co-creator of Bloody Horror Productions and Midnight Manslaughter. This whole blog and movie was an assignment in which we were to research and make a movie and then blog about the whole experience. This is the final part to this whole project, my creative critical reflection. This film is a normal conventional slasher horror film, just with some of our own little touch to it. The main character is not only a horror YouTuber, but she's also an unsupervised teenage female, which is pretty important. She shouldn't have been out in the dark alone. The MC is streaming on her exploration of an abandoned house at night alone, supposedly. This has the basic conventions of a horror movie because we filmed it at night and darkened the film. The movie was also purposefully made to be shaky as to show first-person point of view and her streaming. This movie targets viewers who enjoy horror movies and slasher films. In the movie, the main character engages with and talks to the audience of her video. In the world of the Midnight Manslaughter, our movie, the film would be produced as a YouTube video and possibly the local news addressing a recent murder. At first, when we were given our tasks, we had absolutely no idea what we were to do. After some well-needed research, we chose the horror genre, which is my personal favorite, to make our movie. This was a small, very small, first step in the right direction for us. After we chose and picked out the right genre and what genre out of that, we had to decide when, where, and how we were going to film. After we came up with what we would do, we chose roles and made a script for the movie. I was chosen as the Midnight Murderer, and my assignment partner would be the main character. Her name is Rose. Well, the character's name is, not my friend. While we had very few props, we still had to decide on what to use. We decided to use a mask that I had from Halloween costume years ago, and all black clothes, which consisted of black sweatpants and a black hoodie for myself. And we were working on this. We also had to make our blog, which had to be regularly updated, as well as our production company. Our movie title card and what music we would use also had to be chose. After we finally had everything figured out, we had to film and edit our movie. To edit and film the movie, we used my assignment partner's iPhone 13 Pro Max and our Chromebooks, as well as the apps that consisted of Canva, which was for decorations, our movie title card, our production company, the name, and also the picture. Then we also used CapCut for editing, maybe a voiceover, darkening things. I'm using CapCut now to make this, and Upbeat, which was for the ending music. As said before, we used our Chromebooks mainly for blogging. Overall, editing and making the blog were the hardest processes and the most time-consuming. This project was very challenging and it was fun, but it was well worth it to make the movie. I mean, in my opinion, the blog was it took a long time. And while I did enjoy doing it, and I enjoy making all of this for you and as the assignment, because I get an A, it, again, was pretty challenging. Thank you all for staying here, and, well, thank you for watching this and my movie. I think that we came up with the idea of the movie because, again, I am a big fan of horror movies, and, well, that definitely started up something. I had to choose something that I like to do, so I understood it better. I wouldn't choose a romance for this movie because those aren't my favorite genre. I rarely watch those. Well, we both chose on this horror idea because it was the easiest, honestly, because, the area that we chose for filming, the quote abandoned house, it was easy to get to, and it was also fun to be there. While we did have to look around for wild woodland creatures, we were still careful. It was fun making this movie. Thank you for tuning in, and stay creepy.